You are the universe. Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we are choosing from the star crystal for group number 1. Group number 2, we are the sand dollar. And group number 3, we are the feathers. So you can take a moment and pause the video to decide which one resonates with you the most. I recommend watching it first, and then if you're called to other ones, watch them as well. But I would watch the one you feel most called to, as that will likely hold your main message. So I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome to group number 1. Those of you that chose this beautiful star, a star geode. This is a quartz which amplifies. Quartz energy amplifies whatever it is around. So I feel like with that message coming through, that the energy that's around you is going to begin to amplify. You will begin to feel it more. Isn't that interesting? I'm feeling the call to put these angels on here. These are little angels that actually come out of sand dollars, and they want to be in this reading. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So let's see what your significator card is. But this is talking about the energy amping up around you and perhaps shifting you into higher consciousness of some sort. Oh, wow. Releasing allegiances. A 10. A 10 is all about endings and beginnings. So something is definitely changing in your world, but it feels like you are releasing what has been, like all these bugs are all over her. It feels like you're releasing what has been bugging you, what has been annoying you. You are releasing that energy that has consistently, you have felt like irritated and pulled down by it. And it feels like that's what you're releasing. You're releasing your connection to those things that are pulling you into this. And the bugs are just really standing out to me. How they are on her body here. Like annoyances to other things that are not serving you. Like she's even in, almost in the fetal position here of protection. Like it's like being in a protective mode for a very long time. And, you know, moving into a state where you're beginning to see things more for their truth. That's interesting. Let's see what else Spirit has here. Okay. Feast of Plenty. Yeah, with the 2 here, this is definitely talks to me always about a partnership or a relationship. We have 2 swords here as well. Look at that. There is a wasp on top of there as well, which is almost what these look like. They've got yellow on them as well. And the stinger on the wasp is not fun. A wasp actually bites. This almost looks like the body of a wasp underneath here holding this up. Isn't that fascinating how those stood out to me? And then it's like you're making a decision, a choice here. And see how this wasp is underneath this sword here that has created issues. You got to cut that away. Look how the crystal is next to this one. This beautiful quartz crystal, which you have here as well. This is fascinating. Let's see here. I'm really curious as to what they want to bring forward with this reading. Making a choice. Well, come on, you guys. Look at that. It's almost mirrored that. And look at in the middle of it. It looks like this little angel. Look at that. There and there. I wonder if you can see that. Let me see if I can put that up there without losing it. But and there's two of them on this card, and these two little angels wanted to come into this reading at the very beginning. Interesting how this says making a choice, but it's a 3, which talks about expansion. And right now, this is like a really closed-in energy of protection. Wow. This is quite fascinating, you guys. Quite fascinating. I'm really curious as to, like, it feels like you're going to definitely, it felt like this energy was going to increase or expand, and that's what this is talking about. And it's interesting, between these two, posts is the angel, or whatever it is. I'm seeing it as an angel. And now as I look deeper, I'm seeing more angels within these. Yeah, this is definitely talking about an expansion, something that is, releasing from your life that has not been healthy, looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Yeah, you're, having to definitely release. And this could be a relationship that you committed to, a job you committed to, something like that you have committed to, that that the divine is really urging you to let go of, that it is very unhealthy for you. And you will know what this is. You will already know this energy. And you have been waiting for confirmation on it. And of course, we come here with choice. And this is about your energy. It's not about, oh, isn't that fascinating? Two of those want to come out. I wasn't planning on that. But let's see what they have to say. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh my goodness, you guys. And then we have the Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Like I said, it feels like there is an increase of energy that is happening around you. And this could be because of, at the angelic realm, that might be coming in as well, with, the Light Council. I mean, I see all of the astral beings as being, the higher. It's not so much whether you define them as angels or star beings or whatever it is. They are bringing in from a different realm for us to be able to uplift us, guide us, bring us unconditional love. They're not judging us. They're just telling you that you are feeling this for a reason. Okay? You are feeling this for a reason. So let's see what this... Okay, that's a lot. Spirit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have. So, I'm going to need my glasses for these little guys because the writing is really, really tiny on them. I just heard somebody ask, why aren't you showing your face anymore, Dene? Well, when I do readings, it's a lot easier for me to not show my face because I don't have a distraction for myself, but as well, I feel like then I don't have to prepare myself to be on camera. So for the time being, because I had so many readings to do, excuse me, here I have to sneeze. Oh my goodness. So for the time being, I am doing this without showing myself. Now that's not to say that I will not come back on. However, I also have a second channel where I am doing lives and things like that. So you will be able to see me. So if you want that energy, you can check out that channel too. There's a link on the page. All right, so I have pleasure seekers. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. What else do we have? Malady. Yeah. This feels like tiredness, sick, fatigue. Oh, letter. Old woman. And consolation. Yeah, look at that. There's the angels there with that consolation as well. Yeah, it's what this is telling me is almost like the tarot here. It's telling me that you have been giving away a lot of your energy. And these are people that love to be around you because they feel good when they're around you. And they are literally draining your energy from your body. I mean, you're completely fatigued, not feeling well at all, almost sick because of all of the energy that you are giving to everyone else. This letter is talking to me about a message that is going to come. I feel like with old woman here that it may possibly come from the ancestral realm for you, that you may receive a message of something that you were not aware of that is going to help to be able to connect you, with the angels. And I mean, to me, like, you can define angels as a lot of things, but to be connected by that you are going to find that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you, that you are not, really sick or anything. It's simply that you are giving too much of yourself away to everyone else. Okay? You're giving too much away to everyone else. And it's interesting because I thought I was going to use this deck of the dragons, but I'm not. I'm going to use this one. I never know what Spirit's going to bring to me. So this is about you letting go of those things that are really draining you, that are making you sick. I mean, if you were bit by a bunch of wasps, you'd be sick. And that's kind of what's happening, is that you almost feel like you're being attacked when you're out in public. This is really empathetic. And here's a 2 on the bottom of the deck here. The 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And I mean, we have a 2 here already, and I do feel that this has to do with relationship of, of some sort, career or something like that. There's drainage that is happening to you. Okay? There's drainage. Hermit has shown up. And again, when I look at the bottom of the deck, you guys, 2 of Cups. Another 2. Wants to come. All right. And the bottom of the deck now, we have Justice. In this deck, Justice is an 8. The number 8 also is the Strength card. And that's coming to me as well. Let's see what your tarot cards want to talk about. Oh my goodness. The Star. There is that 2 of Wands that I saw on the bottom of the deck when I first started, you guys. There is the 7 of Wands. Then we have the Hermit. Then we have the 6 of Cups. 6 is about long-term relationships, the past, that kind of thing. It can be ancestors. And I really feel that this old woman is representative of ancestors as well here. Here is the Eight of Wands, which is a message. And I talked about the letter, feeling like you're going to receive a message and then be able to connect with the angels. And here's the Lovers. Well, can't get much more than choice with the Lovers, or a 2 with relationship, the joining. The Star is about, finding your own direction. Being able to point towards your North Star about what it is that you want. She even holds the arrow here. To be able to be directed in a direction that is safe and healthy for you. Like, this is talking to me as well about putting up boundaries here with the Two of Wands. Making a choice that is going to be healthy for you. And I'm seeing geese in the sky here. Geese could be something important to you as an individual. They might mean something to you. But there's 5 geese here. So that might be important to you as well. And then we talk about the 7 of Wands, which is about standing up for yourself or rising above. It feels like this person is, standing up for themselves. It's almost like this person is offering this person a flower or something like that to say, here you go, right? Honoring and respecting the fact that this is who they are. And that's kind of where, with this, to be able to come from, to let go of these people that are just in your life that are seeking, pleasure from you and not honoring your process or who you are as an individual. And this Feast of Plenty even says choices and their consequences. And this is the consequence, really, of, giving everything away to other people. But, we also have the Council Light here, and and this as well is part of the Council here with the Age of Light, wanting to come in to bring you that energy. It's really beautiful. And the Hermit is about going within. And there's a skull here as well, which talks to me about wisdom, and there's a book here as well. This is about inner wisdom, finding that inner wisdom, okay? The sanctity of the self, I'm hearing. That's interesting. Okay, finding that inner wisdom, something that is within you, and they say here, you've been training for this for lifetimes. This is within the ancestral line for you to be, and that's what the 6 of Cups is all about as well, is being within that ancestral realm for you. And then the 8 of Wands can be fast energy, communication that comes in, that type of thing with the 8 of Wands. And that's what this is talking about. The Justice energy here brings in balance, right? Equality, fairness. It's equal, not how we see it in our humanness, but justice comes in, for karma, to balance things like that, okay? And the Lovers is about a choice as well. And it's interesting how the Lovers has the angel and 3 people here, 3 women and 3 men here. Isn't that fascinating? Three and 3. So 33 might be important to you as well. So this might be a group of something that you feel, you might feel like you're a third wheel of even. That you're different. This one here is different in the middle. It's different. And there's one different here too. He's wearing short pants. The other ones are wearing long. So it could be about standing out as well. Okay, looking deeper. Deep within me is majestic radiance. So they're really talking about you being able to find yourself, who you are as an individual. It's not about comparing yourself to anybody else. It's about finding your stride, where you feel comfortable, where you feel that you can sit. And it's not about giving your energy away to everybody. It's about allowing yourself to be, it's interesting, authentic. The self, oh my goodness, Manaz, the self. Know yourself. Remain humble while recognizing your potential. And that is really interesting, you guys. Okay, beautiful pile number 1 with this beautiful star that I felt like what the energy was magnetizing. Interesting how the Council of Light came in as well. Know yourself. Know yourself. Don't pretend to be something you're not. You know, allow those things to fall away that are not healthy for you. Don't make yourself sick just trying to please other people. Okay? You have a purpose. You have been in training for lifetimes for this, your team is saying. And life is about to balance out here with the justice and the lovers coming here as well. Okay? So that is your message for today, group number 1. If you enjoy my messages, take a minute to click the subscribe. It's a way to give the exchange of energy back to me for the reading. And I appreciate and love each and every one of you. See you next time. Hello and welcome to those of you that chose this beautiful sand dollar. I know it's a little bit more difficult to see, but if you take a look at this sand dollar, like typically there are all the way around it, like if you see this big one, this is typically the way they look with, you know, holes at each point. But this particular sand dollar that I found is got the pointed up and out, like there's nothing here. It's like radiating out. When I see this sand dollar, and when I first saw this sand dollar, it felt like energy moving up with light codes. Okay, and it looks very different on the bottom part here than what this is here. Like this doesn't really, if you look at it really close, I can see that it almost looks like it's turned into a butterfly or something different like that. Like it doesn't have the same, like I don't know if you can see it if I bring it up. But it just looks to me like it's almost like it's morphed or something, or changed into something since it's been in my sanctuary here. And it feels to me that you are also going through a big transformation process, that there could have been something that, you know, really changed you in some way. Okay, and of course with the sand dollar, I feel a really big connection to the earth, and interestingly enough, there's the earth spirit right there. Wow. And meandering pathway flow with the water energy. Wow. Okay. This is really interesting. On the bottom of this deck, I just want to show you guys, there's dragon power here. And it really feels like, oh my goodness, look at how she's got, what does she have in her hand there? Let me look at that. Like, I mean, there's butterflies all around her. And it just feels like this is morphing into something else. So that's really fascinating. And the earth connection as well that is here. And interesting, on the bottom of the animal deck, here's the whale. So, which is, of course, water connection. The top card tried to come off here. I just split the cosmic egg. So let us see. What it is that is wanting to come out here. Oh, there it is. The Phoenix. Do you know that this Phoenix has showed up in so many, and I said transformation. It feels like a really big transformational energy here. I mean, you just can't make this up, you know, when these things come through like this. And I mean, look at this with the lights around her, like with the light codes that I feel that this is as well. You know, and going, you know, finding yourself with this light being here as well. So let's see what else Spirit wants to bring. Yeah, I feel a really big connection for this group to the earth. But just because you have a connection to the earth doesn't mean you don't have a connection to the star. I believe that those that are on their spiritual path, we are connected to everything. But you are definitely here to help the earth in some way. You've got 2 4s in here as well, which is all about stability, foundational energy. Yeah, and I talked about Gaia ascending as well, and how she is ascending, you know, and that energy is really important for us to be able to support her in that ascension, so that she's able to support us as we ascend and as our bodies change and upgrade. The farther gate, yeah. Bold step forward, and there's another double digit with the 5s being there, you guys. I mean, I can see within the energy that's coming in, like look at the light that is shining down within here, and it says the farther gate, a bold step forward, you know, and this one says flow, and this is, you know, with his light, is about to venture in, right? Interesting how I talked about foundational, and this card says stability, being stable, being comfortable within the self, I feel as well. Okay. Solitude. Well, isn't that fascinating, considering I said this feels like hermit energy to me. Feels like he's off on his little venture. And fascinating, I got the little dragon that I'm having to move here after seeing that dragon power on the bottom of the other deck too. You guys may be tapping into, like the dragons are considered elemental kingdom as well. And with this, you know, like they are the protector of Earth as well. And I'm not talking about a lot of the draconian wars and those kind of things. Like there's duality in that system as well. What I'm talking about is the power of the dragon, the master, and I feel like you guys might have a connection to that in some way. Okay? A connection to that dragon energy. Oh my goodness, there's so many cards here, you guys. 2 again. We have the memories of Atlantis with the angst here. And of course, this is an Egyptian energy. And with the sand dollar being here too, you know, with the water and the flow and the things like that that are coming, I mean, that is part of Atlantis as well. Spiritual acceleration, and same thing I felt with the light codes. Felt like moving up, you know, into the light codes. Progress and technology. And then we have the crown chakra upgrade. Divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. Yeah, and you guys look at the phoenix in this and the dove here. How they've got the wings of the dove moving up just like the phoenix. This is about moving up into a higher path, purity, it feels like. It feels like there's some form of purity that is happening here. Cleansing, perhaps, some sort with the fire. And the water can be cleansing as well. Yeah, this is definitely an upgrade. Yeah, this just really feels like coming out of this fire in purity and innocence. That is really fascinating. Really fascinating. Got so many cards here already. Pile number 2 with the sand dollar and that beautiful connection to the earth. Okay. This came out in the last reading. And I put everything back like within the deck in different areas of the deck. And doctor. I am getting a bit of energy again that I had in pile number 1 about these pleasure seekers here. You know, taking energy, like it's like an empathic, you know. Really make sure that you are grounded. And, you know, if you're concerned about some of the symptoms that you're having right now, and we are on an ascension path, and there are a lot of ascension symptoms that are happening. But if you are feeling uncomfortable with the symptoms you're having, dizziness, you know, ringing in the ears, complete exhaustion, depression, headaches, all of those things that are happening, those are ascension symptoms. But as well, if you are feeling uncomfortable, if you are worried about that, if you are doubting something, then they are suggesting that you go and see the doctor to make sure that you are okay. Okay? Looks like he's taking her pulse here, her blood pressure. So you may be feeling stress. Okay, you may be feeling a lot of stress or anxiety as well. But I'm not a doctor, and anytime you have, you know, symptoms that you feel uncomfortable with, I really recommend that you see a medical professional, even if it's just to, you know, ease your mind in some way. Okay? Can be about a health concern. Yeah, this is definitely an energy that is moving up, and I was guided to use the Starman deck here, but again, last time I had to change in the middle as well, and I'm going to change in this one too. I am going to use the Thoth deck, and the reason I'm going to use it is because of this angst that is there. There's a lot of earth energies here, but we've got Atlantis energy as well. That is sitting here, Egyptian, you know, obviously. And I mean, it's interesting how this looks like a cave here as well, with hieroglyphics and things like that on it. Okay? And the cave is within nature as well. And this is all nature here, with the trees, the path. Okay, so let's see what the story is with this for you guys. So obviously, if you have the Phoenix here, and they're saying again and again, and moving into that, no, they're telling me those are not to be taken, they just fell out, okay. If you have risen again and again and again, and you are into this sense of purity here, to be able to move away from this, you know, simple pleasure seekers, okay. It feels like you're in the ashes here and you're about to rise into this. So you may be feeling that you need to see a doctor. Please take care of yourself. This is not, and look on the bottom of the deck, you guys, I have lust. And I feel that this is connected with this as well. Be careful of the vibrations you let in and around your body. Okay? And with the double 5 here as well, like 5 is growth and change, challenge, that kind of thing. Yeah, here's 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords can be about arguments, gossip, that kind of thing. Like it's a challenge. And as I said You've got 55 here. The 5 came out. So that is definitely something for you to consider. Okay, I'm not taking all of these cards, obviously. I'm going to take this one, but I'm not going to take these. I hope I put them on the right way around. No, I did not. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that to my attention. Okay. Get a couple more here, Spirit. All right. On the bottom, one of these cards will be upside down because I had the deck upside down a little bit. No, I did not. Isn't that fascinating? There's lust again after shuffling. And on the bottom of it is the Knight of Cups in reverse. That is a message there for sure. The Knight of Cups is about an act of love. Okay? But it feels to me that this is more taking advantage of somebody with this lust card being here. And with this being in reverse as well. That this is all about pleasure seekers, people taking advantage of that, and it can even be in a sexual nature. From getting this card here with the wording of it, you guys. Be really careful about the energy that you are letting into your body. With this reversal of this Knight of Cups, and I'm getting a really bad smell, and when I get a bad smell, to me it's about a really lower energy that is trying to come in, something that is dense and trying to take advantage of somebody. Inka la maha, sasan kiha, 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 mika la mahai, mika le mahai. Okay? All right. Let us continue. 3 of Wands. In reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you are definitely in the ashes here. Maybe not feeling well at all with this Doctor card here and with these cards being in reverse with the 5 of Swords. There's the Knight of Wands. This is really fast, passionate energy. But he's really focused on the energy too. Okay, there's the 10 of Cups. That's beautiful energy, which is what this is. Queen of Swords, clarity. Oh, look at this. This is like a Kali card. See? She's not putting up with any bullshit. She's getting rid of that. Yes, this is really about, somebody that's been taking advantage of you, of your energy. And here's the 6 of Cups, and this has been a long time relationship too with this 6 of Cups coming in. Whatever this is, career, whatever, but it really feels with the lust being here that somebody is taking advantage of you in a big way. Old habits that are having a hard time dying. But with seeing the pleasure seekers here, and if this isn't for you, it isn't for you, but I'm not going to change what is coming to me, you guys. I don't work that way. So there's a lot of arguments and things that are happening here. The 3 of Wands is typically, the 3 talks about expansion, but the 3 of Wands also talks about a new adventure, moving in a new direction. But this is challenged to be able to move in a new direction. And with the Phoenix here, you are definitely in the middle of a transformation here and being able to raise your vibes here. And this as well is challenged in making a decision. I feel like you're trying to make a decision that is based on your own happiness. With the Queen of Swords being here and the six of Cups, especially this Queen of Swords and this Knight of Cups being in reverse, you are looking for your own happiness here within this scenario. And this is about cutting something off, right? Cutting the head off the snake. With all of these pleasure seekers, finding true love, true happiness, the rainbow of blessings in who you are, not in somebody else, not in physical pleasure. This is talking about finding your joy, your heart. That's what this is talking about. And you have to go within to find this. You've got this here with the Hermit. You've got this here with the solitude energy as well. And they're wanting you to go within to be able to find yourself, to find the joy. You're not finding joy, within the relationship or whatever it is that you are in, that is just taking. Okay? Like pleasure seekers. This is talking to me about that with the lust card being here. And again, this is an 11, this card of lust in this deck, which is a 2. Interesting. I'm sorry, you guys, that this is happening to you, but you are headed for big things, or you have the possibility of big things here, of moving into this crown chakra here with a divine connection. And of course, we have many transformations within our life at many different levels, that we go through. But you are about to move into one where you are going to be making a decision, and it's challenging for you to be able to make a decision for what it is that is inspirational in your life and brings you happiness. And this could be, letting go of something from the past that has been with you for a very long time. Okay, you got Isa. Isn't that interesting with the angst here? Isa, stand still. Everything is on hold. And I said that. It feels like you're in the ashes here. Feels like you're in the ashes before this transformation comes. You may feel drained and out of touch with life. Seek to find what you are holding on to and let go. Yes. Shed, release, cleanse away the old. Doing so will bring the shift. It is a time for restoration and renewal at deepest level. You guys, I can't make this up. Come on. I really can't. Like, what they bring into me is just so incredible. I am sending you so much love and blessings to this beautiful group. You are on the way in a transformation. Don't be so hard on yourself. Get some self-care. Do some salt baths, find some crystals. Go for a walk on the beach. Get out into nature is what you're being told, to ground that energy so that you can figure out what it is that you want for this 10 of Cups, to be able to make this decision in a completely new direction. It's a new direction for you. You're moving on. You're moving forward. Okay? Moving up. All right, beautiful souls. That is your reading for today. If my readings resonate with you, if you enjoy them, please click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I absolutely love to read them all. And until next time, bye for now. Hello and welcome, group 3 of this pick a card. You chose the feathers, these 2 little feathers. Let me see if I can bring them up closer for you to be able to see them. They're 2 little feathers. I actually found 3 of these on my beach walk, and one disappeared. I do not know where it went, but it is gone. Things that come to me in 3s, I typically pay attention to. So there's your feathers. And tapping into the feathers, like, this is very, like, energetic. It almost feels like a magical energy. Which is kind of why Spirit tells me that I have chosen this deck and the unicorn deck as well. It feels very magical and Pegasus-like, kind of Pegasus-like. Like, you see the wings here with the feathers, and even on top of this deck, you can see the feathers here that are on her. And this is the Dragon Fae deck. So again, more of that magical energy. So let's see what your significator is today. But it feels like you might be you might be manifesting something in your life. And I think we're all going through really big changes right now by what I've been seeing on the readings. Oh, look at this, diving for the light. Diving for the light. I'm going to put these feathers here. Diving for the light, number 11. When I see her, like, she looks a little bit oriental, but at the same time, she looks very ancient. Like, but royal. Very royal is what I can say when I see her. looks royal. What else am I getting from that? She's got seahorses here and seahorses here. 2 and 2. She's able to go either direction. 2 feathers. Oh, isn't that interesting? 2 feathers, 2 seahorses here and 2 seahorses here. And they're both, you know, pointed out so that she can go either direction. That's kind of fascinating. Stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. Yeah, that makes sense with the direction. It's like you can take whichever direction you want. You know, like this, somebody might be really struggling with, you know, what is the direction that they need to go in. And what this is saying is that you can go in whatever direction you want, that there's not a wrong direction to go in. It's whatever you feel, the experience that you want to have within that direction. There's not a wrong or a right, and we get really caught up in this as, you know, on our spiritual being. We get really caught up in this, and it's interesting how this says diving for light. You know, it's not just about the light. It's about moving into that unknown space of the void, which is the darkness as well. That's where creation is, and that is where we foster change, is within there. That is where growth comes from, okay? That is where creation comes from. So it's not just about the light. So there may be something within whoever is watching this pile that is having difficulty with understanding the place that darkness has. And the more that you seek the light, it seems like the further it goes away because of the balance that is needed. And with this 1-1 here, this is about balance. And it's a 2 as well. When you put them together, 2 feathers. And I noticed right away the 2 and the 2 of this. Yeah, this is definitely about you finding the direction, but there seems to be some kind of almost block, right? That there has to be a right way and a wrong way, and there isn't a right way or a wrong way, okay? Just whatever way you take, okay? Not to put that label on it as one being right and one being wrong, because as soon as you do that, you split that experience of yourself, and if that happens to you when you see that as being wrong, it becomes a negative experience, okay? You classify that as a negative experience, and it's not. It is simply an experience. However you look at it, it's an experience. Look at this. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly. Be who you truly are. And number 12. And I noticed this, you guys. 11, 12, 13. There is big synchronicity in that. It's interesting because I was talking about how it's not a right or a wrong. It's whatever works for you. It's your direction. Creative solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. Yes. When you see things, the more that you see things, the more that you realize how we view things on our human level is very linear, and we don't see things that the divine sees. That is really fast. Oh my God, you guys, this is crazy. On the bottom of the deck, we have access your gifts. It's a 10. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13. The dragonfly is about transformation with difficulty. We've also got the angst there, which is, Egyptian, Atlantis energy. The water energy, again, that comes in with the seahorse here. I'm going to leave this card. I haven't done this for anybody else, but it feels like this card needs to be here. needs to be here. You guys are getting a lot of cards. Oh, I didn't bring my other little one out, so that's good. Okay. So, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like, it's like, you know, you can have access, and they've got limitless possibilities here. It's like you can have access to higher dimensions. Like we talk about the chakras, we talk about, you know, 12D and that kind of thing. You can have access above that, but you have to change your way of thinking about how to arrive there. The perspective. And this one says, view things from higher perspective, which is the highest that you have here, the 13. To be able to see that from a higher perspective. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like you're really, really focused on finding the light. It's like you have been taught that, you know, that darkness, or, you know, whatever it is unacceptable. Look at on the bottom here is unicorn, purity. Spirit guardian of autumn, letting go. Yeah. Yeah, they're really encouraging you, you know, to really let go of that belief. It's a belief system of the duality. And as long as we hold on to that belief system that, you know, there is, the darkness is bad and the light is good, we will create separation within them. And we have to create them coming together as a whole. Right? The darkness is simply the void. That's all it is the void. Let's see the spirit animal that is here for you. Oh my goodness, yeah, what's going on? Got the oyster here and the camel. That's kind of fascinating. The bottom of the deck is the dragonfly, which you've got a dragonfly there as well. There's no doubt about it that you've been on a journey for a while. With the camel and the oyster here, the oyster, you know, outgrows its shell as well. But this is a water, and it's interesting because the camel holds reserves of water. It is perseverance. Okay, and same thing with this, discomfort. So it may be really uncomfortable for you to be able to go into the void because of what you have been taught within your life. Okay? And you are being encouraged to do that, to take that break and to go within, to persevere. It's not comfortable to have growth. They're wanting to talk about how when these are put together, they become the Merkaba, whatever you want to say, okay, which is feminine and masculine energy, the balance of it. It's talking about that balance even within that. Yeah. This is really interesting as far as, I'm going to use the oceanic deck here, even though, and it could have something to do with the seahorses that they brought forward as well. But water as well talks to me about consciousness, not just emotions, but consciousness itself. So what does group 3 need to know, Spirit, that will be easier? Oh, your little feathers here, when you put those back. They want to come here. Okay. abundance. The Queen of the Ocean. This is Empress energy here. Creation itself. Okay, my little feathers got blown away again here. What is going on? Let's see what we have. Okay. All right. Okay, look at this. We have the star. This is healing. The Empress and the star. This is definitely feminine. It's really interesting because the void is the feminine, like we talk about, you know, that place in the womb where things are created is within that darkness. I mean, the earth as well is considered that, Mother Earth, the which is actually the Empress, you know, that is that earth energy. So there's something about moving into the divine feminine for you as well, to be able to find your limitlessness. They're saying not to be afraid, okay? This is about expansion as well. Three of Pentacles is here. Look at this. I've got Judgment. There are 3 major arcanas out of 4. Like, that's crazy. 9 of Pentacles. Oh my God. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. Okay. Yeah. This, you are being encouraged so much to be able to accept and stop judging the belief system. Basically, you have been taught a belief system that you have been in judgment of, which is holding you back from being able to explore this limitless possibility here because of your belief system. And it's interesting because this has come forward for me many, many times with different people, and letting go, you know, letting go of that old belief system so that you can move. And I just saw the clock, 1441. So that you can move past this fear of the darkness, thinking that it is something evil and something bad. It is not. It is, bad things happen here, but the darkness is not bad. Okay, it is simply a dense energy. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with the darkness, but we seem to have a reflection within our society that has taught us that. We have been taught to be afraid of the dark, which is holding us back from being able to be the creator that we are intended to be here. The creator, this is hope and healing, you know, finding your North Star, your direction, expansion, recognition, self-reflection, gratitude, and a wish. Like, come on, what's on the bottom of the deck here? I'm almost scared to look. It's so beautiful. The energy, oh my goodness, the Lovers. Yes, coming together, choice, making those choices. This is really beautiful. It's really beautiful energy. It's just getting past that belief system. And I think a lot of people are struggling with that right now because we have always been taught that within our society that, you know, you know, to go for the light and, you know, to move away from the darkness. But what we're being asked to do is to bring that light into the darkness. Okay? Bring that light into the darkness. Harvest. This can be like a timing of a year, within a year. So this could take you, you know, up to a year to be able to get into this, you know, into this energy and find it. And this is the energy that is difficult to be able to move through with the old belief systems and things that we have, okay? You have prepared and are cultivating. You are offered encouragement of success. Continue to persevere. You cannot hasten the harvest. Patience is essential. You have to be patient with yourself. They're saying that. It's just like the discomfort of being in that oyster, right? And the perseverance of the camel. Okay? This is an incredibly beautiful reading for you guys. You know, I see so much growth, you know, in my collective here. I'm just so proud of you guys, and I'm so honored that you allow me to tap into your energy and to bring you messages, you know, from the divine. It just brings me so much pleasure, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for your continued support, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye for now. You are